Hello everyone, this is Olivia from Das Tarot. I am going to be doing a second collective. This one's going to be geared more towards people that are already in a relationship or marriage, or just, two people that live together, that love each other, or union, whatever that might be. But it was interesting when I did that. The first card that came out was man holding a heart, and I thought, oh, that's somebody looking for love. But I read the book, and I want you guys to hear it too, because it is really important. I thought it was really sweet. It is so geared towards family. It's amazing. It says, for the underlying reading for that card, the subtitle would be Male Dealing with Family, Love, or Emotions. And it says that this man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if this has been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So it could be somebody that's already has a family, and it could also be somebody that is coming into your life that just likes to help. They have the high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So that could lead into a relationship. But at this point, we'll just take it as it is. And I wanted you guys to be aware of that. Humor, I love this. I love when there's humor from a man, especially. There's days when we get so exhausted if we're both working and we come home and we're like grubby and, just burn out from the day. But somebody that's got humor, I love that. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And to me, I think that's so important. It is so important. And this one is imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So this is somebody that's very creative as well. That's beautiful. Okay, let's dig in. I can't wait. All right, we're going to use the Seer deck. And I'm going to use the same layout as I do for the weeklies, where I use the left side is the person I'm reading for. It'll be a he and she, or a she and him, whichever. It'll reverse for whoever. You'll see what I mean. Let's see if we can get the first card here to pop out. There it is. Oh, we got two. Okay, let's see what we have here. So the first one would be the one that's on the bottom, which is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now this means a severe financial loss. But it can also stand for somebody feeling rejected. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. This is somebody that's really kind of, they're pretty headstrong, stubborn in a sense, in reverse. Feeling out of sorts in a way. Oh, that's way too many. This one I might take, flew out by itself. Oh, the Eight of Swords in reverse, but that's good. At least somebody's starting to not, maybe somebody's being rejected in a relationship, and it's releasing them from some kind of bondage, like being stuck in a situation. Interesting. Okay. They're looking for options. They're looking for something or somebody that can help, or something that can replace a situation. It's kind of early to be doing that if it's just now happening. It's interesting. see about the other person. This might just be a hookup. I mean, a hiccup, not a hookup. This could be just a hiccup in a union between a man and a woman, and something happened financially, perhaps, and that causes a lot of stress in a relationship, especially nowadays. Maybe looking for options is they're looking for another job, something that they would enjoy doing more. And over here, the first card out is the Ace of Swords. Now, this is somebody that feels like there needs to be some kind of communications, because they're not really, they're having to read their person by observing them, because there's not any truth spoken here. They're not speaking up, or this person isn't speaking up. And that could go both ways. Interesting. Well, Four of Wands, to me, that tells me that there's solid foundation here. Like I said, it might just be that somebody, sometimes when this King of Wands, I bet he does get quiet, because usually he's, constantly talking, making plans and issuing orders in a sense. Now, I'm looking at this in a more, not in a family situation, but it can be, but like when I look at them as a king, they have plans already made. They've already got a situation set up, and now they're in reverse. It's like that all goes crazy. Maybe they shut down, and maybe they just feel relieved from a job that they didn't like anyway. And if it's going to cause a little loss of money, this person's already got their mind on finding something else. Interesting. Okay, let's get one more card. That one stuck. Oh, this person is upset too. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. She's probably worried, stressed out too, if you think about it. Because if this is, a couple that are together, happily together, or marriage, or just two people that live together that are like partners, a him and her, or both, whatever, this person would be concerned because they have a stable foundation, and maybe this person is learning a new trade. Maybe this person is doing some studying. Maybe they're going to have to start picking up some slack in some kind of work, for instance. But with this Queen being in reverse, she can have a sharp tongue and, words that cut, that kind of energy. But I think somebody's looking for the truth, or searching for their own truth. I don't think this is, because usually this card would be facing the person that they're looking for truth from. I think this person has had an epiphany, and they realize that, it's time for me to find work that I can enjoy. And it is like an epiphany. All the light bulbs went off, and she wants to help her person. She doesn't want him to feel the heavy burden. Maybe this person was just partially working, or not working at a job that was really good paying. It could be anything in that sense. But this person definitely doesn't want this foundation to fall apart. So they're making a change. And they might not like it, but they're willing to do that. That's nice. The two cards that link this together. Yep, somebody is I can just see the masculine in a situation, I gotta go find a job. I just gotta go. They don't even stop and think. They just jump on their little motorcycle and I gotta go find a job. And I can understand that energy. I mean, honestly, if you're the main breadwinner of the family and now your woman's gotta work, she might not be happy about it, but she's willing to take a chance. Because again, she doesn't want this foundation to break. And this could be like it usually is when I do readings. This is for both people. She could be feeling that urgency to get out there and find a job too. That's interesting. So they're both kind of in a panic mode. I wouldn't say horribly so, but there's definitely some stressor here. There is. The Hangman in reverse. I bet, again, that's both people. They've already been enlightened. They know what they need to do. Now it's just waiting for resumes to be sent, hoping to get, interviews, things on that nature. So they've already started their process. This person is looking. They are looking, so we have to give them that credit. Now, they might have found something, and that's why they're rushing without thinking, but I think it's going to work out. I think both people are going to work out. And with there being humor in a relationship, I think that's amazing. One day they'll look back and say, oh my God, you remember that time neither one of us had a job and we were crazy. We didn't know what to do. Somebody here that has a good imagination. I bet it's this person here. I bet it is. Somebody over here has the creativity within them to figure out what needs to be done and how they can pitch in and help the family dynamic. On the bottom of the deck, Judgment. That just means that, maybe they should take a real good look at what's going on. Judgment also talks about looking at your past and your present as well as your future. And I could definitely see that these two people would possibly be doing that. Maybe they're looking back at their past work that they used to do. Is that really something I want to, maybe somebody just got laid off. Or maybe they just got let go. Do they really want to go back to that kind of work? And then the present would be, this person is saying, you know what, I want to find a job. I want to find something that I want to do that will help keep the family together. Or the union between two people together. And in the future, all of this has got something to do about the future. Because in reality, the way things are nowadays in the world, none of us really know what the future is going to hold at this point. But you can start having an idea. Make plans anyway. And if you need to shift the plans, change the plans. That kind of energy. Let's clarify this. Ooh, yeah. That's interesting. So the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands in reverse. It might have been a backstabbing kind of environment where they were working. Maybe they didn't feel contentment there. Or maybe this is the energy that they feel right now. But usually this is a build-up. The Ten of Swords isn't something that happens all at once. This is something that builds up over time. And maybe this is how this person feels. They're thinking, you know what? It's okay if I got let go or laid off or whatever the situation is. Now's the time for me to start feeling, maybe possibly even trying to learn who they are again. Because sometimes we get in a job and we're there 8 hours a day, 5 days a week at minimum. And maybe longer in some cases, but it doesn't matter. This person, I think they were feeling stuck in this situation, and now they're glad to be out of it. And they are going to be, with their imagination and their humor, maybe they are going to find something completely new. Completely new. So the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is good. And then they're looking. They're still feeling that little bit of financial. That little bit of financial burden. But at least it's in the upright, which means here it's more of a, they're like financially strapped. They didn't see this coming. But here I feel like at least knowing that their partner is looking for work helps relieve some of that. So right now it's just they feel like they were kicked out of a job that maybe they shouldn't have been, or maybe there's a little bit of resentment. It could be that too. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords with the Page of Swords. Oh, this person's financially, They're losing money too. They are losing money. And it does talk about this also in the, on normal days, and even now, I guess. This is somebody that could be a little bit codependent on their spouse, and maybe that's why they're starting to pick up the slack. Maybe they're trying to work out of that. Instead of just sitting back, depending on the man to bring in all the money. This is a different world for this person. If they've been codependent, and they probably also see that there's a loss of money. This could help this person grow. Think about it. If they have to step out of their comfort zone, in a sense, and get out there and make a living to help replenish what was lost, I think it's wonderful. I like it. And then for the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords, somebody might be thinking they may need to move. Maybe where they live, they don't have a nice enough city or town or whatever it is to maybe even find decent work. Or maybe they just want to go to a place. This person might just psychologically just be thinking, we're in a place where there's not a lot of job opportunity. Maybe we should think about moving. It could be that. I do see a child and a mother. They want to go to a place where it's a little bit easier to maybe find work instead of struggling, and maybe they live in a small town or a small city and a lot of the jobs have already shut down. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's no love here. And I'm guessing what this means, considering that we have two people here, they probably at this point in their lives struggling to find work to keep from going belly up. Maybe they've had to put their feelings on the back burner until this situation gets cleared up, because they're kind of in a panic. I could see that. The love is here. So when I see it on the board, the love is here. Right now it's just not in the upright, because there's situations that are requiring both of their attentions, like right now. So let's see what this Hangman in reverse is about. Yeah. They might just want to pick up their stakes and go somewhere else. They may still do that. No love lost. Or no, I don't mean this, but I mean, if this person had a long-term permanent job, which apparently so with all those swords, that took a while to get built up, they're saying, let's just turn our back on this place. Maybe we should just move and go to a different town or city or whatever. Let's clarify the Judgment. They are happily married. I knew it. It's just right now, struggling. This can put everything on the back burner. So they are content. Judgment finds them balanced and love and family. Here we have two children. Looks like a boy and a girl. And a home. Maybe this is where they're headed. Maybe that little home in the background near a river, maybe that's where they're actually headed. And they will be happy. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. On the bottom of the deck, the Sun in reverse. The Sun holds the same energy as it does in the upright. The only thing is there's a delay in travel. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. Well, that turned out really nice. It helps when there's two people in a situation. Now, if this would have been a single person, they would have already fallen apart. I'm not saying to go out there and find you somebody, but what I am saying is always convenient and very nice when there's two people that love each other and they're married and one wants to help the other. I love that. It's beautiful. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you, and I'll see you during the week. And until then, namaste.